If you have been wanting to learn how to make candles, stay here because during this course, I am going to teach you everything I know. I started loving how to make candles. It became a little business, and then since my baby was born, I was not able to make candles, so I decided to stop that. I still miss doing my candles, so my good excuse to make candles again is making little candles and showing you, and you can learn how to make them as well. This is the first episode of this course. I just want to let you know the full playlist for this course is going to be linked in the description box, so you can go there and watch these videos. In this episode, we're just going to talk a little bit about materials, what we are going to do, where we're going to focus on. And there are different kind of candles. The ones that we are going to make is soy candles. I just love their texture. They're natural. They're not made out of plastic. Start with the materials we are going to need, what's necessary and what is not really necessary. For all the materials, I prepare you a list. One list is kind of affordable, I will call it that way, and the other list is with a little bit more premium ingredients. That's going to be linked down in the description box so you can see everything. Don't get too crazy. I'm going to use a mix of premium and basic materials so you kind of know what is going on. For my wax, and this is my favorite, and I'm sorry, I am using a premium wax. As I said, it's linked in the description box. This is from Mexi. It's a blend that makes this wax to be super silky. It's beautiful. If you're going for the basic wax, don't worry. This is for just in case you want a better finish. You can start practicing with any wax you find on Amazon. Just make sure it's 100% soy, so you don't want like plastics in there. So that way you can practice and then move on to this beautiful girl that it's really expensive. But if you buy this, you don't have to really buy wax in a long time. The wax from Amazon is usually flakes. It's a little bit easier, honestly, to measure, but don't worry, I'm going to teach you how to measure this too. Okay, as you can tell, this is really silky. It's shiny, it's soft, it's perfect. Now that we have the wax, we're going to move on with the next thing we need. Everything I'm telling you here is mandatory. It's like if you don't have any of this, you're not going to be able to make your candle. The next thing you are going to need is a metallic pitcher. You need this to have your hot wax inside. You don't use plastic because it can melt. This is for when your wax is really cold. You use this later if you want. This is optional, but this one is like mandatory because you need to put everything here. Here's what we're going to mix basically. And to give an amazing fragrance to your candles, you're going to need fragrance oils. I buy them on Candle Science. I buy these big ones because again, I used to make a lot of candles at the same time. But you can use the little fragrance tester. Those are perfect for 1 or 2 candles. To pour your candle, you're going to need vase or containers, however you call them. These containers are important. They need to be special for candles. I got this one on Mexi. To make your candle turn on, obviously you're going to use wicks. Now there are different kind of wicks. They are the cotton ones, which are my favorites, and they're wooden wicks. I'm not a big fan of the wooden wicks because it's too much work, and to explain the people all the things they have to do with those wicks, it's a headache, and they can catch their candle on fire. No wooden wick candles unless you are ready to explain everything, because people are not careful. People are not going to be cutting them. People are not going to take the proper care. So unless you make sure they know how to use it, I much rather use these cottons because at the end it's better. You have to test a lot the wicks. I cannot tell you a recipe because every wick is different, every container is different, every wax is different. Let's move with the next important thing. This girl right here. You need a thermometer. I don't care. Thermometers are important because with the thermometer, you are going to know when to add your fragrance and when to pour your candle and when to mix your stuff. If the candle is too cold, the fragrance is not going to be there. You're going to pour it and it's just not going to be there. If the wax is too hot, your fragrance is not going to be there. It's going to evaporate and you're going to lose everything. This is extremely important. And another extremely important thing is this right here, scale. Why do you need a scale? You're probably asking. Because you want to make sure everything is perfectly calculated. All you have to measure with the scale is your wax and your fragrance. Just know that you need this. You're going to need a spatula. This is mine. I like it long like this, but you can use the normal spatula that is like long here and wide here, you know, the classic ones, but this is my favorite because I can like move and steer. Do not use wood. Try if you can them to be 100% silicone like this. If it's wood, the wood is going to absorb all your fragrance. You don't want that, so try to have it like this. If you want to go a little bit premium on the materials, I left you the premium list and the basic list. For the premium list, I have one link where you can get everything for about $350 from Mexi. You can get everything, all the containers, everything. Now that's pricey and I know it. That's why I also separated on the cheapest options I try to find for you. So whatever works for you, do it. This is your money and you can do whatever you want. This is going to be basically it for this episode. The next episode is going to be safety. It's super important. We're just going to talk about safety in general. See you in the next episode.